Or not. I'm just streaming this for the fun of it. Oh, time seal. This guy might not be a serious duelist. Super Jet. Am I stupid? you. Like, if you can't help these feelings of you. You're feeling yourself, huh? You got a buzz. Holy shit. Brother, what's the plot? What's the season? What do you want?
The fighting's great. The fighting's always going to be great in X-Men movies, though. I feel like the choreography is amazing. So I love that scene of him racing in that cafeteria or that kitchen. Yeah, it's very fun.
I think the part of the reason why I think of Quicksilver as being an X-Men Apocalypse is that in X-Men Apocalypse is an 80s story, and they kind of try to recreate that like Time in a Bottle sequence with the Sweet Dreams Eurythmics sequence in X-Men Apocalypse, and it's so 80s coded.
Is that when he's catching all the kids?
Yeah, that's where he goes.
The building goes off.
Sure, and he goes God mode.
It's great. They did it again. Again, I like both of them. I like both of them a lot.
Yeah, they're both really fun. I just think like the fact that we see him play Pong and we see him like with the Pepsi stuff, it kind of feels like that's an 80s nerds kids basement as opposed to a 1973 nerds basement.
Maybe he was ahead of the time.
Yeah,
he was ahead of the time.
And it's fine. And I do think like at some point we see him watching TV with his little sister in his lap. I think they go back and forth on whether they're supposed to be Wanda Maximoff or a different little sister. I think in the credits of the movie she might have a different name.
That makes sense.
But I think it's in some version of this movie she was like intended to be Wanda. Overall, like I do think there's enough here that like the way this movie ends with Kelsey Grammer as Beast in this 2024 timeline, I think there's the implication for Doomsday is that these X-Men had like 5 or so years as the X-Men we knew and loved them until things start happening in Doomsday, where Doctor Doom shows up in this universe for an incursion, splits the sky. I also think we're going to learn that what Logan did and what all the X-Men did to alter the timeline is what caused an incursion.
Okay, yeah.
I think they might imply that Deadpool and Wolverine might have involved that as well. I just really think that, like, based off of the specific line, just because someone stumbles and loses their way doesn't mean they're lost forever. That gets echoed from this movie to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That was a Waldron callback. Waldron is the one who helped Steve write this movie for Avengers Doomsday. And I do think that the X-Men in Doomsday coming back as big as they are, based off of what we saw in the trailer, I really do think that Kevin Feige is kind of in love with X-Men Days of Future Past. And I think that's the one the Russos watched as well.
Well, that's the timeline we're on now anyway, so it gets rid of the other 3 movies, or the 4 movies that came before it. It's basically like, if we're taking any moment from the X-Men, it would be Apocalypse in this, right?
Yeah.
Because they changed the time.
Or you mean like not Not in Sabanur, but just
just like
Doomsday.
the Doomsday of it all. It's like, oh, they're gonna go back and watch these movies to be like, oh, what's happening? You can add things from X2 and you can add things from the first or third movie, but this one is the one that you have to pay attention to when it comes to like, oh, everybody came back for a reason. Why was that reason? Days of Future's Past.
Yeah, and I think one of the best things that it erases are these sleek, sexy Sentinels because
bring them back.
We see these Sentinels in the teaser for Avengers Doomsday, and they are kind of like the classic. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not even crazy about like the Gen 1 Sentinels that Bolivar Trask has in 1973. They're a little too like goofy, but I think that was the idea. Is that they're supposed to be like Model 1. But I just we have not seen in live action the Sentinels as they look in the Wolverine Insomniac game that's coming later this year. That's what we need in live action. I think that's what Doomsday's going to bring us.
So is this implied that Trask made the Sentinels now still, but they're just not the ones that are Mystique's blood and Rogue's blood?
Yeah, I think either way, this guy's going to make some version of Sentinels, and I think they will be mutant hunters used by the government.
Would it still be Peter Dinklage?
Ooh. Yeah, I think Trask in that reality is still Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, right? Because there's no reason why it wouldn't be.
Right. That's still...
Well, he's also in fucking Endgame. Is it Endgame or Infinity War? He was in Infinity War.
Tree. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But that's also
that's a different character.
616
that's a different character. What if his variant is that, which I would allow. I would allow easily. Bolivar Trask being able to make Sentinels, but also a different variant of him being able to create the best weapons ever for like gods. Yeah, I'll take it. That makes sense.
It's kind of tough because I do think that the implication of that epilogue scene in Days of Future Past is that is in kind of its own timeline, and the new past that's being explored in like 1973 and then 1983 in Apocalypse and then in 1992 or whatever for Dark Phoenix is on kind of its own timeline that does not ever have to link up with that epilogue. If you ask Simon Kinberg about it, he gives different answers about the law.
I feel like they don't want it to. It would create only more homework, and not even homework and like for the audience, more homework for them. They would have to make sense of it. They would have to be. That would suck so much to have to follow the logic of Dark Phoenix. Yeah. Like I don't think they want to do that. But it's also like, are you gonna bring it in without addressing it? I feel like Days of Future Past you have to, but the other ones you don't have to. You could ignore Dark Phoenix. I think you're fine.
I think you're definitely okay to do it. But I do think when like Jean Grey and Ty Sheridan and Scott Summers, and then Sophie Turner and Jean Grey are brought into the next movie, that's going to apply to be a different Scott and Jean than Marsden and and Days of Future.
That's true.
I think they wanted to explore that as like kind of a new origin story that did not have to connect with.
He's gonna crash the cop. Yeah, fuck the police. I'm with that. I fuck with it. Go ahead and do that.
Own episode because I kind
makes you feel better.
What we've learned about
go ahead and do it.
They're not going to go back to X-Men Apocalypse or Dark Phoenix that much. Like they just don't consider those stories as canonical to the story they're telling.
What else?
They want to look at like literally that epilogue scene, the way the expansion was left off at the end of that movie, and whatever fractured timeline that is, or whatever. I'm going to call it a lifeboat timeline because like. They wanted to just be kind of a nice lifeboat that sails into the Grey Havens of some kind of beautiful future that we'll never see. And then that beautiful future is exploring in Tuesday. That's not beautiful. This guy's going to be real.
That's a combo.
It's going to...
And Mars is the last one alive, screaming and shooting his beams to the heavens.
What's wrong, my animals? Having my way with these niggas this time, baby. First and last. Oh, yeah. It's the time timer, baby. That was on the schedule, by the way. There won't be a next turn, but just let me know. That was absolutely on the docket, by the way. GG's. It was a good one. Bang. Not yet. Just beautiful. Honestly, it's really the best I've ever done. I really outdone myself with that one. Can't lie. This deck is it's a cooker. It's a cooker. I believe she gets the job done. Really, the rest is on me. It's not the deck's fault. If ever, I mean, it's gonna break sometimes. When you play Blue Eyes, you're gonna break. That's inevitable. But the trick is, can you survive the breaking? If you can survive the breaking, the deck is amazing. Deck is potentially B tier, not A tier, but I would say it's maybe might be A tier. Might be A tier if it gets through the break. If it can get through the breaking and the negation, it can cook for sure. So maybe it makes it B tier. But it is no meta. It really doesn't have no meta cards, honestly. Shit, fuck the meta cards. We don't need those. Everybody else needs those. They need those to get through me. So, but this shit definitely has combos. It could definitely do some damage if need be. Wow, that's a horrendous hand, honestly. That's awful. Or is it? Unless if that's called by the grave, then it's GG's. Okay, got away with that. True. So fucking obvious. Well, nothing I can do besides wait. Definitely right down. Only block more talk to me right fucking down, baby. Perhaps. That's the track. Psycho location talking. Go. just back in the brain. I'm not sure it makes work. Okay. Gotta think about it. Let's see first. If I could just get a motherfucker. That's enough. Oh my god. Oh. If he was doing traps that he's not actually doing right now, that's good for me. Oh, that's bad. Show something. No, I was that hard. You bitch. I guess I got the hand, I lost it. I just hurt my feelings twice. Why did I use that? Maybe at least shut up now. Maybe I'll shut the fuck up. What? You can still do things? My god. My goodness, oh my gracious. Oh, wait, he's actually, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. That's just some random thing. Unless he's gonna negate it, which would suck for me. He's not gonna negate it. Oh, that's sick. Oh, you niggas are dead. Oh, the anti-trap nigga. You let me summon him. That's crazy. Let me do that. All you niggas are dead. You. What are you gonna do? Dimensional barrier, nigga? Nice. Shut up. Yeah, grab me one of them trigger traps. Yeah, this one. I ain't you. Said all of that. Yes, continue to chat. Fucking Radley. He's not doing an anti-trap with himself. Fucking Radley. You ride that bitch. You're panicking right now. And you should be. You should panic. Stop me. Wow, what a play. That's a trap. That's what that is. That shit away, bitch. You gotta do a lot of shit now, man, nigga. Be more creative, nigga. Put a curse on that nigga, bro. You're not easy. You know what it is. I pick that shit up. Think I won't do it again, nigga. You know I will. I'm waiting to. Do what you gotta do, bro. You know all traps, my nigga. Get that shit out the graveyard, nigga. You need it. Come on. Let's talk to me, please. That board. Go on and get her bitch ass out too. Sure, do that. Yeah, what you do, my boy. Activated it. Yeah. Same thing. Yeah, you know, except not this nigga. He's gonna fuck you, nigga. Baby, fuck about trap, nigga. Yeah, hold that. Yeah, boy. That's nothing, nigga. That was stupid. Now you can't summon no more. What, get rid of the tyrant, bro? You hate him that much, nigga? That's actually hilarious. You done summoning though. That's very fair. I'm with that. That's why would you do that? That was perfect. You want to destroy the nigga? Why would you? That was wrong. What the fuck out of here? What the fuck? Why would you do that? That was that was the worst thing to do. That didn't make any sense. That made no sense at all. I mean, I truly didn't get that. To be honest with you. That's the point. Why would you do that? Obviously, I'm gonna negate that, nigga. What the fuck? Are you stupid? Right, you think anything in this shit's good? I think this shit's really nicely. I think I do. Damn, what that is at all. Stop trying to do stuff. Stop it. Take that shit. Just pick me off. Yeah. It's like, Bradley, what are you doing? Why do you think you still have a chance? I'm cutting you out every step of the way. And there's another virus, bro. I mean, I respect the dominance, but it's quick play, bro. Give it up. Hands up and blaze. The deck is just so nice. Finally figured out how to build a deck. No meta cards, baby. My own deck. Alright, we researched this shit, studied it. Came up with a plan, strat. Alright, the meta shit, probably that'll fuck me up still. But if you can't get that shit going, my deck is probably better than yours.
We'll learn exactly what it was, I guess. So
nigga,
I do think they are implying that X-Men Days of Future Past was the kind of precursor to the X-Men as we see them in Doomsday. Do we think they're going to go as far to say the time travel, the consciousness-based time travel of this movie is what caused the incursion that Doom is now taking advantage of?
I think they could if they want to. I think they're also afraid to talk about time travel.
Nah, it's Kaisers over here. We want the Kaisers.
Unless they want to say, like, unless they were to say that what makes 828, 1005, and 616 the reason why Doom is keeping these universes together is because they all use time travel in some way to cause an incursion. Like, maybe we find out that, like, when Reed Richards opened up the rift to send Galactus to space and fucked up space-time in some way. The Avengers doing the time heist to use the quantum entanglement that fucked up space-time in some way.
I guess it matters how much, as the writers, you want to spend time focusing on the past movies versus your current movie that you're working on. Because I feel like if you have to use the logic from that movie, you'd spend most of your time trying to map to that movie instead of your own movie that you're currently working on. And I don't think a lot of us that are seeing Doomsday, I'm sure... Actually, no, 90% of us probably have seen Days of Futures Past, but the people that they're banking on buying all the merch, they have probably not seen Days of Futures Past in a very long time.
Or it's going to be a while. Or maybe they're thinking like, those nerds at New Rockstars will kind of catch them up on what they need to know.
No, we'll try. I just know that like a 7-year-old's not watching me. 7-year-old isn't watching us.
Unless they're watching with their parents. And we love it when we find out parents and their kids watch us.
Yeah, watch it. Well,
it reminds us to watch our language a little bit.
I don't.
I still forget.
I don't. Don't watch my boy breakdowns. Like, there's 5 seconds every 5 seconds.
Also, if you're a kid, you probably should be watching
to be fair, you should not. And that's on you as a parent, Mom. At this point, you should definitely not be letting your child watch The Boys. That's a crazy show to watch. First episode of Butthole.
It did, and just I think you are right when it comes to how much of the previous film's logic the Russo brothers are going to concern themselves with in Doomsday. I think you're right. There will be big implications to what those characters went through, and they're not going to get into the weeds of it. And what we'll do in our breakdown is explain. By the way, what they're alluding to is how Wolverine sent his mind back in time.
Visuals. All right, let's see.
To how
what that shit?
Like multiple altered timelines.
That's just strange, bro.
Mystique looked like
you got
Jennifer Lawrence, but now she's Famke Janssen again. Can we talk about how great Famke Janssen looks in Avengers Doomsday as Mystique?
Bro,
like she's got like that kind of like.
I barely remember it, but I remember that
Snow
dress.
Bunny too, bro.
I remember that outfit.
Yeah, they're doing it right, and they're kind of. I think they're using Days of Future Past epilogue as kind of the template. And then they're adding a couple other things like Mystique's proper form, now aligned with the other X-Men instead of pretending to be Stryker on the Potomac.
That's fine with me, though.
I guess it's fine.
Go off it.
And bringing back Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
And we had a whole video on like what happened to Nightcrawler?
Slight for you.
That's X2 in this.
Yeah, what happened to him after Days of Future's Past? Where was he?
Well, to give all of you guys kind of an answer to it,
there
was a game. There was a prelude game to X-Men: The Last Stand that was going to take place between X2 and X-Men: The Last Stand. So it was believed to be canonical at that time. It's not canonical anymore. But the idea of it was, I guess, I don't mean to say it's not canonical. Canon is just like a made-up thing by people on the internet after like 2014, and it never mattered before that. But basically the idea was they go back to the Alkali Lake and they find that Stryker had an additional secret project that would have involved Sentinels.
Okay.
In addition to trying to recreate Cerebro. So there's a giant master mold underneath the lake. And so basically in the game you can play as Nightcrawler.
Oh,
and I think Colossus is there with you. And at the end of that adventure, or throughout that adventure, Nightcrawler's kind of haunted by the ghost of Jason Stryker, and he's like, "You left me behind, and that Cerebro will let me die." And it fucks up. Sorry, kids. It messes up Nightcrawler's head so much to where he's like, "Oh, I can't continue to work with these X-Men. They're violent." And he basically goes back to Germany to join the circus. And then Charles is like, "Well, anytime you want to come back, the door's always open." So I think that's the idea. He was so haunted by leaving Jason Stryker behind.
Yeah.
And that video is like, is he ever going to bring that up in Doomsday? I don't even think the Russo brothers have thought about that.
No, I think the Days of Future's Past, being able to change the time, he probably was like, they weren't actually as violent. So, like, there's probably a timeline where he didn't see as violent as they were. Maybe the Stryker son thing still holds, but it wasn't probably as overwhelming.
And I think that the X-Men in Doomsday, the fact that, like, Magneto and Charles are together playing chess in the X-Mansion, and that Mystique is there as well. I think the implication is that the Brotherhood of Mutants and the X-Men have just kind of joined forces against Sentinels in this reality.
Oh shit, that's not enough.
I've just causing to put their differences aside.
Damn it.
Everyone's cool. Also, I keep forgetting this because she hasn't been confirmed to be in the movie yet, but like Monica is in the basement of this X-Mansion.
Oh yeah,
she's
true.
there with Peg.
No, in the future.
But I think that's the future we're in now for Doomsday. Yeah, that's the same X-Mansion from Doomsday.
That's funny. Monica's just like, my mom's down here. And the mom's like, I'm not your mom. Will you please stop saying?
Why don't you please just confirm Tiana Paris to be in this movie? This week,
she's not in it.
I think she might be.
Everybody we want should be in it.
Well, Andy Serkis did this interview with Iman Vellani, and he's like, I couldn't wait to see you in Doomsday. And she goes, so now everyone thinks that Molly Khan is going to be in this movie.
I would be more upset that only Catherine Newton's the only one showing her tiny chair. Did other people get tiny chairs and they're just not sharing? No. There's only one person sharing a tiny chair.
Well, her chair was only tiny because she's an Ant-Man family person.
Yeah, but no one else got you? No, that's normal size shit?
I think over time we'll learn that the three Marvels are in it as well.
Yeah,
I think Brie Larson is going to be in it, and I think Iman Vellani, and I think Tiana Paris is going to be in this.
Oh my girl.
They should be in it based off how the Marvels ended, based on the fact that like the Thanos
infinite permanence and all those hand traps you love to use.
It makes sense. I think it's fair.
Yeah, do that.
Let's touch on how Days of Future Past was made. This movie had a pretty big budget, $200 million. It came out in 2014, which we talked about was a huge movie, a very, very big movie. for all Marvel films.
Yeah.
I think it might have been the most important year for
Probably
Marvel
that would
films.
have been useless.
So
You
Simon
were saving
Kinberg
that
was
for
hired to
pretty much
write
nothing.
this Days of Future Past movie back in 2011 after X-Men First Class. They're like, we got to keep making these movies because now Marvel Studios was an entity, and they needed to make new X-Men movies with X-Men in the title every 2 to 3
Still
years.
wants to attack.
So they had to like X-Men movie, otherwise the rights to the X-Men would
He drew an ass blossom.
So that's why they kept making.
It's a little late, bro.
Even after
Look at
X-Men
all
One,
that. Shit is
so
a
we gotta
mess,
keep making
bro.
X-Men movies. So the idea at the time was that they were going to
Okay. What are you gonna bring those two niggas out? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
Story. So originally, Days of Future Past was intended to be kind of X-Men First Class director Matthew Vaughn, kind of like the third installment of a new X-Men trilogy.
Wow.
Like they were after X-Men First Class, we're gonna do like a movie that kind of touches on 1963, 1973, 1983, and they wanted Matthew Vaughn to kind of oversee that. But then Fox had the decision instead of this being the third,
gonna fight
to make it the second one, the one directly after First Class. And then Matthew Vaughn is like,
who's done this?
I don't want to. I don't know what this is going to be. Anymore. So what they did now is they brought back Bryan Singer. So Bryan Singer, its reputation was still kind of a dodgy thing at this time, but like,
shit.
X-Men X2 Superman Returns were successful enough. The Tom Cruise Valkyrie film was considered valuable enough that like, okay, I think we can work with this guy still. And he brought back a lot of the original X-Men crew from the first film to work on Days of Future
You
Past.
haven't learned shit. You're gonna attack me again.
The music
It's the ultimate creature destruction, fool.
The cinematographer, Thomas Siegel, who worked with Bryan Singer on the
That's crazy.
He is going to be the cinematographer of Doomsday. So basically, the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige wanted the guy who made the X-Men
Lord. And now the engine's gonna get started. It's really something else, bro. I can't lie to you.
Specifically on Avengers Doomsday.
But now I can get the fucking engine going too. So,
Blam. Apparently, he spent a lot of time discussing theoretical physics with James Cameron. For the film. Simon Kinberg has a lot of questions about the different incarnations of this movie. Originally, there was going to be a Rachel Summers character
I'm gonna make this nigga leave.
Yeah, there was going to be a lot happening. Principal photography began in April 2013 and lasted 4 months. Quicksilver's kitchen sequence, that amazing top of the bottle sequence, took nearly 7 months of digital effects work to complete. A LiDAR scan of the set was augmented by a ton of CGI kitchen scale in order to make things look as realistic as possible. Evan Peters ran on a treadmill in front of a chroma key screen, and ultimately only his legs were replaced digitally. That's kind of why it looks so good. They just lied a lot of things. The life-size Sentinels were built by the FX department with articulated joints that they were fully posable on set.
Cut the lights.
1973 Sentinels, turbine torsos, and vertical takeoff and landing were modeled after Harrier jets, with the rest of their designs really influenced by plastic products of that era. So that's why he's like, I use a space-age polymer, not an ounce metal. The futuristic Sentinels seen in the dystopian 2023, the sexy Sentinels as we call them, were designed to be mechanical versions of Mystique. They modeled it on Jennifer Lawrence's body, as not to the importance of her DNA in their design. So, yes, there's a lot of permutations on this story, and like Simon Kinberg talks about the time travel.
I don't know why you're still here, bro.
Watching this movie, I still don't understand how they conceive a time travel story like this. That's still kind of
I mean, it definitely sounds like someone that in the like dark house.
I had to put the domain down, bro. I had to bring him to the hood.
It sounds like it sounds.
What is that nigga's deck, bro? Because is he still playing with the beach skills, bro?
Yeah. James Cameron's thought about that more than most people.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it makes sense.
Damn.
So I'm like, oh.
That deck did not come through for him, bro.
I think like
that shit is. This shit is a mess. He's been through a ringer. This nigga's been hurt, bro. This nigga has been through the ringer. He's trying to get it all going. Oh my god. But this shit is not focused. It's like, please give me a bestial. Oh nah, Horus bestial and just everything else under the fucking sun, bro. Oh hell no.
Your present consciousness
jumps the casual way right there. Did he change his shit though? Like, is there a difference? The same thing. This nigga's not even tooling around. He's just playing. All the meta cards.
It doesn't violate the laws.
That's disgusting, bro. People are just like, let me me play. Let me make sure I have every card that everyone's playing. I don't subscribe to that bullshit.
Faint.
I don't play the cards that everyone
it's kind of
plays.
just contained within the voids and the mysteries of the mind.
Find your own fucking strategy, bitch.
We do this in our lives. When we think
People
about
just copy
something
and
that happened
paste.
to us, when
I
we
don't
remember
fuck
something
with
that
it.
happened to us, we're not remembering direct eyewitness
not a
testimony of
true
what we
duelist.
experienced, like we're watching a
Not
security
the way the
footage.
true
We're
duelist.
remembering
Get
how
me in
we
this
felt the
casual
last time
shit,
we
bitch.
thought about that memory. So you're really, if you think about something that happened to you when you were 5 years old in kindergarten, your brain does not jump right back to the muscle matter or to the brain matter that formed when you were 5 years old. It goes back to 2 or 3 years ago, the last time you thought about that memory, and however you felt, and however you judged and reframed that past. So this is kind of, that's why I just love it. It's like, it's a natural thing of time travel. Memory is its own form of time travel. And I think this movie elegantly does that when it comes to the character of Wolverine and the character of Charles Xavier, when he's like kind of vaguely remembering when he talked to himself. Only minds like that can fathom it. And I think if a movie does this too much, it starts to unravel logically and it stops being a movie. And I think it does it just enough to work, at least on the odd number versus even number of times.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yes, that makes sense.
First person shooting mode, you turning your son in a funeral. So them niggas just say they don't office you better be talking about working in two clothes. Them boys had a lot, but I knew the codes. The niggas debating my numero. Number 3, number 2, and you and know. Yeah. Numero, you and know. Being twisted and shit like the Super Bowl. Man, this shit done been big as the the difference is, it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send their verses back to me and they be terrible. It's like the two I love a dinner with some women. It's trying to debating about the best. Like, go ahead, say it, daddy. Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had that from January to November, nigga. It's your protocol. So thirsty to put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I let them asleep. I still wanna give me a song on my beat. Can't trust everything that you saw on IG. Just know if I dish you, I make sure you know that. You like I'm on your call out. I'm naming the album the photo. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fun for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger than kid to come drop like a fire to beat. Love when they argue on as MC. Is it kicked out? Is it with your me? We the big three like we started in league. But right now I feel like me. Yeah, the one that they call when they shit ain't connected no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Coming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man memes, me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got on 10 in your weight. Ain't how the gang got away from the boss, man. This shit like a prison escape. Everybody stepping for fucking and everybody breakfast and I'm on the clear up my plate. When I show off this motion picture, go to the goat and pin the top toucher, the spot rusher, spray this whole shit up, the crop duster. Never rush up with a flop crusher to your cranium. Pose automatic with the boy in the status is stadium.
Very interesting. I think hearing speaker, bro. She got an Android messages, mom green. I searched one name and end up seeing 20 tags. Christine, Kirsten, Kathleen, Charlene, man, I'm pack them in this phone like some sardines. And they send me naked pictures and some things.
still taking pictures on the stream. I was richer than cameras and they all stream. I really hate that you were selling them some streams. Man, if the phones, I'ma sell them the whole thing. But they ain't ever give me flowers when I'm close now. They don't want to have that check 'cause it's a super spot in middle. They got a really cut.
Sexy red.
So Jimmy, as I do the stop, girl, give me some hand. And it's fuck to that. Niggas talking about when this gonna be repeated. What the fuck? Away from nigga.
That nigga thinks he's Michael Jackson, bro. That nigga thinks he's Michael Jackson. That's crazy work. Getting this freaking Bobby sickness out of me. God damn. No, I really hate that nigga, bro.
These niggas talking out of their neck for no coughing out of your mouth. We too paranoid for a threat. Let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Ain't just a lot of goofies for the chick. I mean, who can sentiment symbolic? Temperament about so let's get it up. It's time for you to prove that you's a problem.
Niggas clicking up like
It's not me to get no 40 bucks a ton.
You get up when we first sneak this first you when they came with two switches.
I crash out like that. It's nothing love if I had you. Got 2 G's with me.
I'm touching basic budget tattoos is off. Not too many photos not to play it safe. If you go around bestie, ain't no Andre 3K. Brothers got PTSD. Nigga, fuck the Big B. It's just Big B.
oh my god, I need that again. It's just this verse too. I should put the whole song on, but that's really how I came in with it, bro. That's really how I felt. Did you like that? Did you like that?
Okay, let's get it, bro. BOD, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. I mean, aww.
Choose violence. Talking about pull out, choose violence. Niggas clicking up, but can I be legit? No 40 water. Aw. Yeah. Yeah, get up with me. First sneak this, first person shooter. I hope he came with 3 snitches. Wait, fuck Brett. This ready bill if I had to. I'm bunching cheese and burning tattoos is up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. You ain't walking around this deep. It ain't Andre 3K. You got won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Nigga, fuck the Big 3. Nigga, it's just Big Me. Nigga, bomb. Yeah. You don't really like that. Fuck this, bro. Just like that. That's not really like that. Nigga, bomb. This nigga's buried. That's okay with all these nines. There's a Steve Camp Cemetery. Nigga, bomb. You sure is lying. If you like that. If you like that. Man, that took forever. Oh, Aaron, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Turn it up. Yeah, turn it both up. Light work, like it's PWC, it's a cold word. Keep the heat under your seat. I got a phone call, they say that somebody kissing, you want some attention, and come with extensions. My dog, like, say the word, he on bullshit, he itching, I'm putting so much work in these streets, he got pension, I told him, chill out. How look having henchmen of shots get the popping. I'm the one doing the clinching. I came up in a bit, so I'm good with his tension. He's still doing shows, but fell off like the Simpsons. Your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic. Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. Your third shit was massive, and that was your prime. I was trailing right behind, and I just now hit mine. Now I'm front up the line with a comfortable lead. How I run it, so I got it. Now you on something with me. When you caught me at a time, jump up the seat. Why I got it off the bars, I don't pop the
That is, yeah, nigga thought it was with the smoke, bro. He thought we were just playing, bro. This shit is not a game, bro. This shit is dead ass.
Looks like 30 minutes of something. If you want to disagree, we wouldn't be discussing. This nigga does not fuck with him. Touch on this stuff off this fight, I will humble him. He don't stay in this that city, yeah, I'm naming that feature. It's why I busted him. Light work, like it's PWC, it's a whole world. Keep the heat under your seat. I got a phone call. They say that somebody dissing. You want some attention and come with extensions. My dog like say the word. He on bullshit. He itching. I'm putting so much work in the streets. He got attention. I told him chill out. How look having henchmen of shots get the popping. I'm the one doing the conductor. I got mixed feelings about these fucking rap niggas. It's over for that cap. The official cap niggas 2-6. We don't this we good at. Just shoot a nigga lights out. Yeah, my dog stat stuff is triple doubles. Get your ass flat. Hustle. Body bag. Oh, you're a star for Olympics class. Stretch if I feel a disrespect. These might be too short to box with a guy. Live his life without the pressures of a constant facade. I pray for peace, but if a nigga sees these positive vibes, a Falcon 9 is on my pocket. It's rocket gonna fly. That was popping outside.
Yeah,
like
you opened the gate better.
Text flooded with the hunger for a toxic reply. I'm hesitant, I love my brother, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm powered up for real, that shit would feel like swatting a fly. 4 hours, 12 minutes, nigga.
Oh, hey.
This is working wrong, I'm indulging in
Let's put him back.
This is merely a warning shot. The back niggas down, back in the town. Been working traffic and pounds. My jack jumping about a rapper, making blasphemous sounds. Switching sides like the tassel on the cap and the gown. I'm fully loaded, nigga. I can drop 2 classics right now. Chill out, man. Fall off on the way, man. Hey, I can never be nobody's #1 fan. The first and only one I had to put it in. This can't get put outside America for me. I'm in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit they got a band on. Backstage, I'm a city of his friends zone. You won't never take a chance. I'm fucking big stepping with a size 7 man's on. This water with the pipe, nigga, this on. You know, a picture on the wall, me, I pick up. Extortion, baby, hope you ready. Strip on top, so you try to give me 50 likes and pictures. Your last one break, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. For your contract, cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the bitty. You won't find me the verse, you better make it pretty. Then we need a verse for the 50s. Top city, try, you better drop and give them 50s. Scissor got me right there, Scissor got me right there, Savage got me right there. I get what you're gonna see. If we got it's gonna do that, it's gonna have to like that. I'm at the top of the middle, so I just say it's all the choice. I got that. Waiting right there. I would have trust this 20 this is school teams, yes, not me. It's like city, this is so stretch your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. Yeah, I'm a 6th guy, I'm a front runner. I need a manager with drums, no front runner. Playing the sticks and you boys ain't even come from it. And when these boys got a bitch, you had no come from it. Cash gone, even bread, I'm tricking. Everything's a bitch, you see one for niggas. Jets, whips, gangs, rituals. feeling like you trying to fuck, but tripping, tripping down, probably got your bitch in there, like you got them done, boy, they let me at the chipping there. In the last stage, I was tired, that was quick as hell. Should've probably changed if me, I started kissing tail. Husband kissing me, don't tell me about no switches, I'll be rocking it, fucking chain my own next busy babies. Somebody buzz like big when you top safe, like your little midget ass, better fuck it. Niggas really got me out here rapping this shit. I'm gonna take this girl, fucking this on it. Can't believe it, jumping in the stitches and the fit. Every song every minute on the chart, got some tricks. Spend a little push, gotta stay about my business. Nigga, tired to the people that bust me in the grid. You know why you mad, nigga? I ain't even tripping. Hey, Twitter shit for bitches. It's fucking top dog, jumping, get in that fucking song, I got to not start the beef with us. This shit been blowing in a pot, now heating up. Don't care what Cole think that dot shit was weak as fuck. Champagne tripping, he is not fucking easing up. Nigga call it top to see the top, wanna piece it up. Top, wanna piece it up. Top, wanna piece it up. Nah, pussy, now you on your own when you speaking up. You don't go beat to this, you not fucking beating up. Bacon cops or not, boy, you not fucking beating up. Numbers wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking creeping up. Talk about your show, ready, merch, money, feed us. I'ma let you niggas work it out, cause I'm feeling up. This ain't even everything I know, don't make you feeling up. This ain't even everything I know, don't make you feeling up. Drop it, get 50 on you, fuck niggas teaming up. I want to listen to you, let me shoot it. Yeah. Drop off 50 bags when I'm moving. 50 bags when I'm moving. Really try to keep it PG. Euphoria. Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate? You're not as calculated. I can even predict your angles. Fabricate stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. Pathetic master manipulator, I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify, you make music that pacify. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. With random acts of kindness, know you're a master manipulator and a ritual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truth about you. Shoo. 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 Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I'm out the way, I'm low, okay. It only right here's with mode, okay. Ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, made his own voice and new types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demons, till they get chipped by his bone, right? And I might do a show today. What's the name? Always a lame. So you thought the money, the power, the fame will make you go away. So you never play. Okay, then let's play. You ever watch your enemy down? The face. But that came out straight. I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns, then I hop online like free from my city, he faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanted to kill you, they just forgot the shit that they done. The mission must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I fuck his son. The very first time I shot me a Drake, though, nigga told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down the notes. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring on rap and ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make pot turn in his grave. Cut the finish that shit. What is it, the Braves? I heard your finish, for me nothing okay. There's 3 ghosts left and not 3 tools from kissing and hugging on stage. I love her to death. And then as far as I'll explain that phrase, it's not nobody can tell me. I want to talk on no silly. You know I got language barriers. There's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and ivory, no, I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, Hawaii and W Melon. I don't like you popping shit that's for real. You don't mind every the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing clean. Let me see you flush your teeth. You better off spinning again over here when you think about pushing me. He's terrorist Thor and I'm terrorist Crawford. Yeah, I'm 1 feet. We ain't gotta get personal, this a free phase. You should put it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a say. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. And notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm with the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories must you like you ain't had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crash something. Get my first one like the last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach tapped into where you get your ass from. 12 is fast. One headshot for the year. You better walk around like that. Remember? Hey, top dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion, my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hang with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk.
I hate the way that you dress.
But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. When you see success, everything you see is blessed.
They don't see no threat. There's a man, so I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even beat him yet. Can I beat him? Bet.
Finish.
You turn to a nigga, assign to a nigga, assign to that nigga. I don't like that record. Oh, girl, she don't like that record. Back to back, I like that record. And then back to the record. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that. Oh, no, that.
Speaking the truth and consider what guys consider and
No, that.
one is 20 if I got niggas that right with you. Yeah, but I'm on 2, I came out to tell B that he better stay right with you. Better ain't go so nigga feel like Joel Austin. Funny he was in a film called J.I.
The Dark Dragon Monster, you was something there.
I'm a big nigga, all any coffee.
Oh, it's a dragon monster. You thought you had a plant. You don't have any plants anymore.
Don't like the West Coast and I'm fine with it. I'm with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. You can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone get deep in your family, Crody.
That's loud. That's loud.
We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas.
The dragons. But you can't destroy.
Y'all niggas, they do y'all. Nobody never took my. However, that's fucking weird. Fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. It's something you
Don't want to do. We don't want to hear you say nigga no more. There's a lot of things you gotta deal with, my guy.
Hi. Once the hunt deep out, deep out, baby. You can hear feet though. Damn, tell out the lambs. Tell them deep out. Nella, you nigga to the cross. He walk around like Tito. What's up with these phony ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hit me. Fuck them all in the mouth. How many options really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass this body. I'm John Stockton.
What you gonna target, bro? What you gonna target? What you gonna destroy?
Beat your ass in.
Well, I guess you have to try. That doesn't move me. You don't destroy anything in mine. Say Drake. I hate you like him young.
You better not ever go to cell block 1. Any bitch that talk to him and they ain't love, just make sure you hunt your little sister for him. Tony Trail's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And Ugly at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy?
Certified pedophile. What? Yeah, fuck him up.
I'ma do my stuff. Why you short on the bitch? Ain't you tired? I'm strike a chord. It's probably A minor.
Please start dragging monsters.
They not like us. They not
Who you
like
think
us.
that's at?
They not like us.
You think you gonna bust a buster,
They
bro?
not like us. They not like us.
Hell no.
I think that open show. Yo, let's stop, nigga. It comes out.
Oh, tribute to the monster, bitch.
Uh-huh.
Go.
The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Two traits, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. You can go further.
Yeah, be gone, Valera. Come on now. You're gonna tribute mine, I'll tribute yours. I thought we were tributing each other's monsters, bitch. You didn't like I turned to the dragons? The other vaginal option? Pussy? Sorry, Paulie. Ooh. What's he cooking on? Alright, I'm gonna cut this pretty bad. Ain't no bad here.